Well, what do you know? It is Order 66 and Episode 66. Look at this. Big thanks to Darth Penguin here. The Episode 66.
Just need another 6, and we got the number of the beast, and we got all the Southern folks in a bind.
Wow, you think we'll be around for 666 episodes? I don't know if we'll survive that long. I might be dead by then.
We might.
Your period might be really long, man. By then.
I honestly didn't think we'd make 50, Glenn. So here we are. Not that I didn't have confidence in us, but when we started, we weren't sure. We weren't 100% with everything. So how are you guys?
That's
the weekend.
Hallelujah.
It's been a rough couple of weeks. Not gonna lie, it's been a rough couple of weeks. But it's Friday again.
Middle dude's got echo, so Chris has got some echo.
He's got
echo.
Let's see.
Glenn's a professional technician. He will fix it right away.
Let's see if that's fixed. See if that fixes it.
Is that better? Is that better?
Hello.
Testing.
There's always a little glitch here on episode 66.
Yeah. Of course.
It's
Emperor's fault.
Hopefully it's fixed now. Is it still saying
echo?
Echoes?
Yeah, just some echo.
Testing,
Still?
1, 2, 3.
Still?
Not sure where the echo.
Are we coming out your speakers, Chris, possibly, or is it coming out just your headphones?
Oh, I have just out of my headphones. Just out of my headphones.
Any echo? Not fixed. Pliskin's Run.
Not fixed. Oh boy. I'll just be quiet then.
Oh boy.
I'll just be quiet then.
Let's see if
one of our.
Let's see if that
the one of the.
Is that better, everyone?
Hello.
Javi Hand says it sounds okay
Testing.
now.
Let's see if Pliskin's Run has.
Sounds okay now.
We'll see.
Guess you didn't hear it before, huh?
I guess not. Hey, tell us if there's echo in the chat. Come on.
Any echoing?
No news is good news, I guess. Fixed. Okay, good.
Fixed.
All right, we're done. Okay, guys, thanks for coming out. Have a good evening, and
that's
talk to you later.
Good night, all.
Good night, everybody.
That's all, folks.
It's back. Oh, really? Come on.
I think what's happening is there's a delay. We'll give it another second. I think we're hearing it good, and just give it another second before I make any adjustments. I think we're
Okay.
sidestep everything.
I don't know.
But in the meantime, I'm just going to shout out to some people here in the chat. We always have a good group here in the chat. So
There's
who do we have?
echoing from me now. Come on.
I think it's going to
It's
be
good
okay. We'll
now,
give it another
whatever.
second. We have
I
Nerd
think it's
Lounge. We have Will, Pliskin's Run, Jason M, JLS Gaming. Welcome, JLS Gaming. Goofy Foot,
JLS.
Darth
What up? What
Plagan
up?
with Order Episode 66. Bill's Retro Show, Hobby Hands, Ron W. Of course, we have Wolfanoz in the chat and here live. Bobby Broadway, Nerds Lounge. Paul Bears is here. Andy Game Room. Who else? Who else? Sir Sega's here again. Chris, I'm wearing my glasses. I should wear them. Redledge? If I'm reading that right. I hope so. Calvin Wong is here. Who else we got? I think we might have hit everyone here so far. Upkus is here. Gotta get him in here. And man, people still going down. Bo knows Tecmo. Is that here?
Every time I hear the name Upkiss, I think of the mask in Ipkiss, Stanley Ipkiss.
Family, yeah.
And then the joke comes on, up in Ipkiss your ass goodbye, you know.
Vet 1981 is here. Don Juan is here. And Glenn Baisley's here. So I think we caught up with everyone there. So hopefully there is no echo now. I think it's fixed. It's always got to be some little glitch. So,
hey, this is what they call most underproduced, poorly produced live
it's
stream.
not that bad. Dang, man, that's harsh. Wow.
You just didn't hear my echoing, I guess, and we're BSing.
I could just see Chris. Hello. Hey, everybody.
Andy's Game Room said all clear. So we'll go with Andy's Game Room, all clear. So, it's been, for me, it's been a bad couple of weeks right now, but it's always good to have a couple guys here to shoot the shit, if you will. And
yeah, because there's lots going on in pop culture these days.
There is,
Hollywood shutdowns.
Yeah, that's what we're gonna get. We're just about to get into that. So, they had
before we start.
Oh yeah,
okay, hold on.
Yeah, go.
I saw. Okay, I'm up here in Canada. I'm watching CNN today. You know what? They're actually talking about in Congress UFO disclosing. I'm looking at this going, what is this for real?
Listen,
and it's all legit. It's all.
Listen, I'm going to tell you something. Fact is fact. Fact is fact. Okay, I grew up in Yorktown Heights, New York, and in the late '80s, there was a UFO that went over. It's on Unsolved Mysteries. You ever watch the TV show Unsolved Mysteries? There was an episode on there that the Taconic State Parkway.
Robert
creepiest ass voice ever.
The Taconic State Parkway UFO, and that literally went right over my house. My house was over a mountain that went over the town. So I was at the top, my house here, and there was a town. This thing was literally over the tree lines. It was huge triangle. Yes, it was a huge triangle over the treetops. Not a sound, just sitting above the treetops. It was humongous.
TR3B.
Humongous. Now, I'm going to get to the funny part here. So this thing went over town slowly, which is Caldors. It went over the Yorktown Police Department, the Yorktown Court. So cops saw it, judges saw it, people in the Caldors parking lot saw it. Tons of people. The Taconic State Parkway people saw it. Now I live in Stormville, New York at this point. So the next night, to try and make it sound like it didn't really happen, they took 5 of those electrolytes, those little canopies with the little motor. They tried to fly them in formation. You could hear brrr. They tried to fly them in that triangle formation the next night, and it was obvious that it wasn't
the same thing.
But what came over my house, I'm not kidding. The trees are maybe 200 feet tall. I guess these big trees in front of my house, these big tall trees. This thing was literally right over the top of them. Not a leaf was moving. You could see it plain as day. It was just a triangle shape. And they actually did Unsolved Mysteries. They showed that ship. So I'm not surprised. The only thing I'm surprised about is I was screaming, I'm right here. My son and everyone who knows me knows if I disappear one day, it's because I'm with ET, and they know that for a fact. I will be gone from this place.
I could just see Glenn running outside.
Glenn had an E-team ouch moment where he touched his finger. But it wasn't his finger.
No. So. Believe me, where I work, I get it up the other time. You want to put an anal probe in? I have no problem. I got plenty of room up there. Between what Arcade 1-Up did to me and everything else, there's plenty of room up there. I can't get any more screwed over than Arcade 1-Up did me. So did me dirty.
It to go to anal probing and stuff like that, but I'm watching this thing on CNN, and these guys are getting questioned legitimately from Congress, and I'm sitting there going, I'm looking at the calendar of like 2023, and these people are just trying to get everybody to disclose this stuff. And I was like, and I thought it was a hoax at first. Like I didn't hear anything much about it before, but I was like, this is legit. Holy crap.
See, the problem is when they actually come out and actually say it's real, religious groups and all these other religious people are going to go nuts because we are the supreme thing in the universe, and they can't fathom that someone may be smarter than us. They can't fathom it. So that's
like
what's holding it
thousands
back.
of times smarter. You know,
oh yeah,
like we're monkeys in
well,
comparison, man. They see us and keep going
dude.
straight.
I see TikTok. There are fleas smarter than a lot of us.
Tell me, I mean, come on. You can't tell me. I mean, come on. A universe this big, there's no other life out there. There's no other life out there. Give me a break.
Yeah, exactly.
You know
that's the way I see it.
Slap in the face. Slap in the face. You know,
that's arrogance in its fullest.
Yep, and that's
this thing. But I sat there and I was like, I just can't get over it that it reached Congress and they're talking about this without laughing or, getting people out the door. So I just wanted to put that out there. I didn't want it to be.
When they bring all this up now, it's like, why now? What's the reasoning for covering something else up? Why are you telling us all this?
I think like between COVID and all these things, they injected us with nanites. So when they come, they press a button and we're like, we serve you. That's what's going to happen. That's the whole thing.
That's what happened to Mitch McConnell. That's what happened to Mitch McConnell the other day. He froze up out of nowhere. They pushed the button.
Anyway, that was my observation of the week and a few movies and stuff. What about you guys?
Well, we're going to talk about, Lucasfilm, right? They said they told Kathleen Kennedy, listen, if Indiana Jones doesn't break like, the $950 million mark, you're done. And Wolf, do you want to play what you heard here? We're hearing some things about Miss Kathleen Kennedy.
What, that she's a Sith Lord?
Well, apparently they locked her out. They locked her out of the office.
Yeah, she's a Sith Lord too. So,
a what? Sith Lord?
She's a Sith Lord. Yeah, Glenn knows about that.
Oh, a Sith Lord. I thought you said a Sith Lord.
Yeah.
Like
he turned into a Sith Lord, I guess.
Dykes. Look at the lightning coming out of the fingers.
Oh, it makes sense. She's the one poisoning everything.
Well, from what I understand, she got locked out of Lucasfilm. That's the rumor. She's not allowed in the building at all. And apparently there's accountants there. There's accountants there and everything else. They didn't make any official statement, but people are losing their minds.
Well, there was a rumor like a month ago that they were rehiring Lucas in some capacity.
Yeah,
so apparently, I'm not
sure. From what I mean, a lot of this is rumor and whatever, but apparently George Lucas completely regrets getting Kennedy in there. He feels like he got backstabbed or whatever. So he's getting Jon Favreau and Filoni to, if those three are in power again, I think everybody's going to go see Star Wars again. You know what I mean? But as long as Kathleen Kennedy's there, it's like, it ain't going to happen, But I hope. I light a candle at church every Sunday to make sure she's going to be gone someday. Apparently I don't go to church, but I pretend I go to church.
Still echoing for some reason.
Yeah, you're still echoing from what I understand, but I don't hear
everyone's saying is Wolf is echoing. That's what I'm getting from everyone.
Let me
Am I still echoing or not? It's fixed.
Let's see. It says good now.
Good now. Weird.
It's the alien.
I'm not touching anything, I promise. Not myself.
You're not echoing on my end of things, so I don't
Same
know
here. It was no echo here. Maybe it was either John D. or Kathleen Kennedy, Wolf. They both have it in for us both. You know that, right?
She got nothing else better to do now. She's sitting at home all stewing because she's not going to be going back to work.
I don't have the video running on YouTube, by the way. It's just the chat. So
I've got it running, but it's muted at my end, so I don't have it.
Well, they're all saying it's good now. So let's move on. Let's be typical men. Move on. Kathleen Kennedy. So the rumor is she's locked out of the building. They took her keys.
That's the rumor. So she's locked out. She can't go there. And apparently there's accountants in there, auditors, all kinds of stuff. And I think they're trying to dig up dirt on misuse of funds.
Lucas locked her out. He's laughing behind the door.
Oh, yeah. They can't let her in the building. And they've advised every piece of staff not to let her in the building. And apparently all her woke buddies, they're going to be going out the window.
They have to be freaking out at this point if that's true. And I'd be so happy. They got to be.
Oh, yeah. They checking out people. That's the rumor. I don't know how much of that is fact or fiction, but let's just hold hands and pray.
And shows do you have to make until you give the people what they want?
Well, it's not even so much of that. Between the horrible films coming out of Lucasfilm and Disney, they've literally destroyed themselves.
They killed everything.
Destroyed
They killed everything.
And
They
now,
killed everything.
like Doomcock's been saying, and everyone says this thing: go woke, go broke.
That's
and now
right.
they're realizing now
That's true.
the money's not coming in. Why isn't the money coming in? Because you're putting out crap. You're putting out. You're taking good properties and destroying them.
They showed pictures that leaked of Snow White, and there's no dwarfs, no small people, no nothing.
I saw that. I'm like,
and then you're like, what? and doesn't the word Snow White mean maybe the color of the skin? I don't know. I'm not trying to be racist or anything, but you know, it could have been something else.
Like
but stick to the story.
Most of us are accepting of what people are and who people are. You don't need to continually push it in our faces. We already know.
No, and that's the thing.
That's the problem.
The thing. We're not. There's nothing wrong with the actors themselves, but you're taking known properties, known stories that we have expectations for. We don't need our expectations subverted. If you're making a movie called Star Wars, we're going to expect Luke Skywalker. That was his legacy.
Every character that we know and love for the past 40 years.
Right.
Let's kill off every character.
Right. Now, what got me was I saw...
If they took Luke and made him a different guy altogether, that would piss us off.
But even the Little Mermaid one, okay, she was a mermaid. Yet at the end of the new film, she became a great ship captain. She got on the ship and she saved the guy. How does she know? How does she know how to pilot a ship? She's a mermaid.
I didn't watch it. I didn't want to torture myself.
Well, don't.
She got raped.
Speaking of movies,
you didn't know that?
Speaking of movies, Glenn was supposed to watch Superman 4.
Yes.
Did you talk about it on last Friday, or you haven't?
Well, all right. So
this is going to be good.
I got into I'm going through a retro show thing. The past couple weeks, like I said, have not been spectacular for me. So I've been trying to, going back to my childhood a little bit and things that I liked. I liked Christopher Reeve's Star Wars. I mean, Christopher Reeve's Superman. I'm sorry,
is that what it is?
So I watched Superman 1 and 2, which were very good. I mean, Superman 1 was a lot better than I remember. And Superman 2, I always liked anyway. I just liked that movie.
The Donner cut, man. Have you seen the Donner cut?
Awesome.
Superman 2.
So then I said, I remember Superman 3 not being so good. But I remember, sometimes you get those rose glasses, you kind of remember them a little bit better. And I sat and watched Richard Pryor, and I was like, oh my God, it was so horrible. And I like Richard Pryor. I like what he was trying to be Richard Pryor in the film.
It's not in that.
It just didn't fit. It just didn't fit. Bad.
I just didn't like they just made an AI, like, in general. It was a cheesy AI. It was. The bad guy.
It was.
But, it's like...
But I remember people talking, 4 was even worse, Quest for Peace. And I don't remember if I even saw it in past. So I watched it, and I have to say, Superman 4 for me was better than Superman 3, by far, in my opinion.
Yeah,
better. I don't know about that.
What got me in Superman 3
4 was
the most was when he's choking him like this. You can't choke. You cannot choke from the back. And I just saw that. I'm like, Jesus Christ, you can't even get that right. He's like, you can't do it that way.
Oh, just a minute. I wanted to hear your opinion on it because I was like,
what was the villain's name in that? Because he had like a whole Bruce Lee like dub over in his voice that sounded like.
And what 3 or 4? Oh,
like
it was Lex Luthor's voice on that guy. Kill Superman now.
Is that who it was?
Voice.
Yeah. He had like a whole like Bruce Lee like missync going on with his voice.
Yeah, and the acting wasn't good. The acting wasn't good in 4, but
oh God, no.
If I was put on a desert island and they cut off my eyelids and sat me in a chair and made me watch one of the 2, I'll pick 4 over 3.
Wow.
I'll put it that
not
way.
Me. I will do 3 any day before.
I actually liked Robert Vaughn in 3. I thought he was a good bad guy.
He was a good bad guy. Just the story was just so bad. The comedy just didn't work. It just didn't work.
I was just curious to see if you muscled your way through that one.
I did. So my plan for tomorrow, just so Pliskin runs knows, was Warcraft. Tomorrow is the Warcraft film. Tomorrow. That is my thing. I will say 2 things here real quick. My son, I finally got a little of his time. I got him into Invincible, and he's hooked on Invincible. Season 2 just came out, so we're going through season 1. But now he got me we're in the first season, episode 6 of American Horror Story. Oh my God. American Horror Story? That's a freaky show.
It is.
I have never watched it.
Oh, dude. Oh, you got to see American Horror Story. At least that first season is just like, oh my God.
If
It's,
you're watching Invincible, go watch the one with the girl too. They released sort of a one
Adam and
episode of the girl,
Adam Eve.
Pink something or whatever,
Adam Eve.
or Adam. Okay,
Adam
yeah, the girl
Eve.
with the pink
Adam
suit.
Adam Eve.
Yeah, so her. Anyways, I haven't watched the whole thing. I fell asleep. So
that's
how
a
good
good
it was.
tale.
Nuclear
Fine.
Man. That was it. Yep.
Nuclear
He was
Man.
right.
Nuclear
Colonel
Man.
Superman now.
It was like a Bruce Lee movie.
But what else happened? So what other movies have you guys seen as far as ones to remember?
Well, see, the
I'll
thing
tell you what
is-
I did watch yesterday.
Go.
Outlaws.
Outlaws. What's that?
New Mission Impossible was pretty damn good.
Oh, was
I've
it?
heard
I want to
that.
see that. Yeah, it is.
Go on Netflix, watch Outlaws. It's Pierce Brosnan. Anyways, it's a guy that's the fumbling idiot. He's a bank manager, and Pierce Brosnan and his wife rob banks, and they got him drunk, and they robbed the bank, and then they tried to undo everything because he's getting married to their daughter. Blah blah blah. It's pretty funny. It's better than I thought it was going to be.
All right.
Glenn
saw
saw Barbie. My daughter is actually right
All
now at the
Come on,
theater
man.
watching Barbie.
All right.
What's up?
So here's
What's up? You
the
watched
story
Barbie?
with this one. Here's the story. To get my son to watch Invincible, he wanted to see Barbie, and I said, "Listen, I've heard things. I do not want to see this film." My brother goes, "I've heard things too. I got to see how bad it is." So we went, saw Barbie, saw the first half hour. I couldn't take it anymore. I did something I've only done one time in my life. I walked out.
Walked out.
I walked out. I said, I can't take this anymore, and I walked out. I only
Was it
went
that bad?
It was that bad. It was.
wow.
It was. I was in the Toxic Avenger Part 2 and Part 3.
So,
and that
walked
was
out
bad.
on Barbie.
Yeah.
But you stayed for Brokeback Mountain.
I never even saw that film. I never even saw that film.
Oh, right. Denial.
I'm living that between Arcade One Up and my job. Sometimes I'm living that, but I've never seen it.
Yeah.
I've never seen it. But as far as that Barbie film goes,
And walked out of
I
Barbie.
don't know
Yeah,
who
that's
wrote
awesome.
that. I actually might watch Star Wars 7, 8, 9 before I watch that movie. That's how bad I thought that Barbie movie was.
Wow.
And you know how bad.
I think
That's
it
bold.
appeals to little girls that
I don't even think so because
imagination.
no,
Who knows?
no, because if you hear what they're saying,
Well,
in
you're
that
not
film,
a little girl,
you
Glenn,
no,
unless there's something I don't
dude,
know.
you
but-
don't want the little girls hearing what these girls were doing in
So-
this film.
Have you seen the Garbage Pail Kids movie?
No, but I
not
know
me.
about it.
I wonder how it rates with Barbie. That's my question. If that's worse than Barbie, then you're gonna have to watch the
The
whole
question
thing.
is the love of my son, and that is why I
The
went.
bigger question is why is Cole in line for Barbie? That's the bigger
because his
question.
generation is brainwashed, completely brainwashed. That's why.
Oh,
Between
okay. All right,
school
all right.
and everything else, they're brainwashed. They don't know. What was it he just did the other day? He couldn't figure out. He even opened up like a can of orange juice. He's like struggling. I don't know, how do I do it? Like, oh my God, we're dead. When we get old enough, we are
We're dead,
freaking
yeah.
dead because our kids will not know how to do anything.
Was it frozen? You didn't try eating the frozen orange juice, did he? Before
No.
putting the water in?
That's some concentrated orange juice. Holy fuck! That's like eating the orange.
It's not a
Yeah.
popsicle. You're supposed to put water in it.
But that's the thing, right? So I watched that. What Outlaws? You went to see Barbie. What about you, Chris?
Like in the theater?
Yeah,
or
theater,
home?
whatever, at
Doesn't- or
home,
doesn't matter.
streaming, whatever.
I watched Better Off Dead with my girlfriend because she wanted to watch it because I haven't seen it in about 5 million
Great
years.
movie.
But that's okay.
Great movie. I like Better Off
It
Dead.
is. It still is.
$2.
I don't
Still is
remember what
funny.
$2.
Where's my $2?
I don't remember that one for some reason. I'll have to go watch it. Just like you in Warcraft, I'll have to go watch it.
John Cusack looks like he's about 16 in that movie.
I might have seen it a long
He
time
doesn't look
ago.
much
but
older now. I mean, he's older, obviously. He
true.
doesn't look much older.
Other than that, my favorite movie is like Gross Point Blank. That movie's incredible.
That's a good movie. I remember that.
Yep.
She
Well,
didn't want to go see it.
I take my hat off to Adora Gooffoot. She is a smart lady. Smart lady.
My daughter went to see it. Apparently, the ending sucks in this movie.
And which movie?
I don't know what it's all about.
What, Barbie?
Barbie. Yeah.
No.
Apparently,
no,
the ending sucks.
no. The whole movie sucked. Well, I only saw the first half hour, but I can guarantee it didn't get any better. It sucked. It sucked.
Well, what's a movie cost in your neck of the woods? Did you walk out of there spending $20?
For me, we went. I think it was between me and my son. It was like $23 for the two of us. and my brother paid
They
for his
didn't
own.
actually beat each other off in the movie, did
Oh,
they?
okay, that's not bad.
No. All right, not to change subjects.
Oh, Babylon 5
we got a
animation.
super
Everyone
chat.
ever beat each other off.
We got a super chat.
Yeah.
So we got to talk about the super chat. So Hobby Hands, did I watch the new Babylon 5 animated movie yet? I wasn't even aware it's out yet. I know it was coming out. Is it
out
streaming?
yet?
Yeah.
Okay, I have to go watch it. So I have not seen it yet. I'm mildly hopeful.
I heard it was
You
too.
know, Michael J. Straczynski, I can never say the name right. Straczynski is a good writer, and I definitely love Babylon 5. It's one of my all-time favorite shows.
What
So
streaming service is on?
probably HBO Max. That's all I'm going to guess, but
Oh, really?
I'm not sure.
Tell us, guys, what streaming service is Babylon 5's
Right.
animated film?
And be honest. Did anyone else out there go and watch Barbie? I want to see Oppenheimer. That's the one I really want to see is the Oppenheimer. No,
Apparently, that's really, really good.
See Barben.
Apparently, it is
Oppenheimer.
You know,
But I heard the first
Yeah.
hour is a little bit boring, which is his, you know, about him, and then the middle is excellent. It's about the bomb, and then the end's about.
I just can't do serious movies like that in the theater as
fall
much
asleep?
as I want to see it. I'd rather wait. Yeah. I just rather wait for home for movies like that. That way you can pause it and do your thing, get popcorn, whatever, you know, or get a refill on the popcorn anyway if it's that boring. But I mean,
apparently Oppenheimer is ridiculously good.
it is. I've heard that. Well, it's a Nolan movie. He doesn't make garbage.
Oh,
Yeah.
Virtual Robot, real quick, says, without reading any reviews, I assume the plot is showing women treat Kens the way they think men treat women. Am I wrong? Well, it's just, again, to me, a woke picture. Just women do nothing wrong, and all the Kens are idiots. And that's more or less what I saw in the film. Everyone's an idiot. And, you know, the Ken that we know, like the Ken that, well, not that I know, because I haven't played with a Ken, you know, Ken doll, the original Ken doll.
Right.
The original Ken doll is like the worst one. He's like the biggest moron, the biggest idiot.
Don't they have Mattel written on their
But all of the you know, the verse Kens are the good ones. But the standard Ken is the moron guy who's screwing everything up type of stuff. So
I think I got in trouble because someone like left their Barbie like around like one of the girl neighbors when my dad was in the army, and we had a G.I. Joe meets Barbie kind of thing going on.
Joe.
Yeah, I got in trouble for that, like setting up scenes with that. So
IG Joe, Eddie
JLS
Murphy.
Gaming, he blames Spider-Man and Doctor Strange for messing up the multiverse. It was a bit of a mess. Spider-Man, I think, did more damage with his, you know.
Well, speaking of Marvel, did you guys watch Secret Invasion?
Yes.
I didn't mind that.
I did not. Yes,
it's good. It's not great. It's good. I think as far as shows for Marvel goes, I think Loki's still the best.
Yeah, that's a good one.
This is probably right behind it.
I just didn't like the end what they did.
Even Loki was getting 20 minutes of kicked in the balls for 20 minutes over and over again. It's still good.
Okay. Yeah, true. Well, we all do eventually, though. So that's how life is.
Put in the chat, guys, what you guys saw that's awesome this week or whatever that's relatively new. Give us some, give us some of what you guys.
I watched MASH for the first time.
Watch MASH. Did somebody say that? I was like, what? My son bought a turntable today. Did I tell you guys that? I told you maybe before the show, but letting our audience know I'm proud dad moment that he bought a turntable.
Is he going to make beats in the house?
Well, this turntable has Bluetooth directly to a Bluetooth speaker. No amp. No, like, you know what I mean? There's no amp, no speakers like the old days. It's a turntable Bluetooth speaker. And I looked at that and I was like, oh, well, sure, I guess it works. You know,
better protect your vinyl collection, Steve. He's gonna be scratching on it.
Yeah. I don't have a collection. I'm not gonna even go near that with a 10-foot pole, but hey.
What's a turntable?
What's a turntable? So is it out, this Babylon 5, or is it pre-ordered?
No, I guess it's out. I'm not sure what service is on it. I know Warner Brothers
but what's it called? Just Babylon 5?
No, it's Babylon 5. There's a name to it.
It's a movie or
no, it's animated. It's an animated movie. John Sheridan is getting like ripped through time. He's going through different or alternate times, like again multiverse, and he's hopping around between these other realities. But it's animated, CGI. The Road Home.
Okay.
There we
Did you
go.
get the four-
Jason M's always
I
got
did-
the clutch. The Road Home. Babylon 5, the
Did
Road
get
Home.
the 4K version of RoboCop, which is I highly recommend getting if you don't have it yet.
Nice.
It's got most of the Criterion stuff in it that they cut out of it.
Say that
RoboCop,
again, RoboCop.
the 4K RoboCop.
Oh, really?
UHD,
They got
yeah.
more stuff in it?
Yep.
Oh, really?
And it looks
I'm a
nice.
big
It looks a lot-
RoboCop fan.
Did they
looks
make
a lot
it? Is it
cleaner.
a special edition where they redid the special effects like Ed 209 or it's
Pretty
all
much.
Oh, they did, huh?
No, it's all no.
still left
No.
alone?
They left 209.
Okay.
They left 209.
I'll buy
the way
that
it
for
is.
$1.
It's still all Phil Tippett.
Cool.
So,
Stop motion and everything.
yep.
Cool.
You can't replace Phil Tippett's work, man. Come on. He did most of Star Wars.
Yep, exactly.
I'm also,
Ed 209 going down the stairs. I thought that was pretty good.
I'm also going to watch War Games. I see that Tegan 1968
Classic.
said that. I'm going to watch War Games as well. My brother, I don't think ever saw War Games, so I'm going to make him.
That's a movie I'm surprised they haven't rebooted yet.
There was a
Oh.
sequel. There was a sequel, War Games, something code,
There
the Dead
was?
Code. Yeah, War Games, the Dead Code. Apparently, like one person saw it, but yeah, there was a sequel to War Games.
Were you in it?
You
the
would
Trauma
think so. You would think so, but no.
By the way, speaking of war games, we lost a hacker this week.
Huh?
Kevin
Uh-oh.
Mitnick
Mitnick.
died.
Oh
Mitnick
no, I didn't
passed
hear that.
away. Yeah, Mitnick, and apparently a lot of war games was based on him hacking back in the
Yeah.
80s.
It was.
So he passed away at the age of 59. That's young. So
59 is young, especially since I'm 54. It's very young. It's too young.
yeah, exactly. So he passed away. The dude was like, I'll say a genius, but
I know that he wasn't
cool.
allowed to go on like any kind of computer, but he was
I know.
allowed to like consult about it, which is weird. It's like,
like he went to prison, and apparently they had stuff like 20 feet away, like not even a record player nearby. They thought that he can hack a record player and get himself out of jail or some stupid shit like that.
Well, he made a card that he could literally walk by anybody with the card and just like say it was like a bank card with a pin or like a chip on it. He could just scan that and steal your information with his card.
Nice.
That's literally.
Got a quick question.
Isn't that
Add to the
new
group here.
device?
What was your guys' favorite Godzilla movie? Me? That's a hard one. I would say the one with Robo Godzilla. Was Godzilla versus like Robo Godzilla? I always like that one. But what about you guys?
You don't like the Matthew Broderick one? Come on.
Oh, God, no. No.
You know what I liked about that movie? The soundtrack.
I will admit, I
That's
did
it.
That's
like
the only good part about
the
it.
new Godzilla versus Kong. I kind of like that one. Like the battle
Yes,
scenes.
that
I
one's
thought that
good,
was
yeah.
good.
They're actually working on the sequel to that right now.
It was good. I did enjoy it. I didn't care too much for the
And the pinball
the Kong movie.
the pinball ain't bad either. If anybody's played it, the pinball's amazing.
No,
Godzilla's.
I haven't.
Well,
You haven't played Godzilla yet?
no.
Oh, if you find it, play it. It's amazing. Great game.
P-dubs.
Oh yeah, by
Wolfanoz
Kevin
rocks.
Mitnick.
Dubs!
P-dubs.
Thanks, buddy.
You
How many
guys ever
pinball
hear of
machines?
the
Wolf,
Flipper
Wolf,
Zero?
how many pinball machines do you currently own right now?
I have 6. One's a virtual one. One's a virtual cab with like all the games in it. So I built that one. But I have a T2. I have a T3. And I'm gonna be a sacrilege in saying this, but I still think T3 is the better game than 2, as much as T2 is iconic because of the laser cannon and everything in it. 3 has a deeper code. So there's like tons of different modes and everything inside of T3. So there's a lot to do.
Well, seeing as how you have
and
a
there's-
virtual pinball and real pinballs, with the cost of real pinballs and virtual, how do you feel about a good virtual pinball table versus a real pinball table?
If you're gonna do it, I recommend putting visual pinball in it because future pinball's physics still aren't quite there. Like visual pinball's physics are pretty almost identical to the real deal.
But it's got a lot of overhead
I mean,
in that one, though.
Yes, and like when you nudge it, it feels like you're actually nudging it like you would in a real game. Like the ball like slightly move.
Wow.
They did a good job on that, and it gets better and better. They're working on like betas for that every day, like newer versions of the visual pinball. So
That's cool.
But would you say if someone
Yeah.
wants to get into the hobby, visual pinball and a virtual pinball machine is a good way? Because a real pinball machine is going to
Yes.
set you back $7,000. A virtual
'cause
pinball.
you're gonna buy. I mean, if you're gonna have one put together, it can cost anywhere between $2 or $3 grand.
Right.
like between computer
Still a
parts
lot of money.
and, you know, yeah, but you're getting all the games, you're learning all the game shots, you know, and you're getting pretty much, you know, everything from the community for free. So it's a give and take. And not only that, if you don't have the room, you're not going to be fitting 6 games in your house like I do. So
and the repairs have to be done. I assume the real pinball machines need maintenance.
if you get real pinball, you got to expect to learn how to fix it. Unless you want to pay a repairman to come in and do it, which is going to cost you quite a bit.
Well, then there's the two kinds: the mechanical ones and the electronic ones, right?
Yes.
The old style, and then the one with microchips, basically.
The oldest one I have is an F-14 Tomcat, and that was before they started putting the DMD displays in and all that.
Gotcha.
That was actually the old numbers that turned
relays.
Yep. Yeah.
Relays, basically.
Well, it was
cling,
it was like that, but it was a digital scoreboard. So that's when it became a digital scoreboard instead of the reels. So I literally, that's the oldest game I got. I got it for like $2,000 because some guys was like, yeah, I don't want it anymore. I'm just gonna, I'll sell it for $2,000. Yep. So
wow,
that's still the fastest pinball made, I feel. So
that's pretty cool. Yeah. I don't own a pinball yet.
I recommend you get one at least.
I just don't have the space in my
that's why virtual pinball
room
would be good, but you kind of do have to have someone make you at least a case. It's not like I have one machine over here. It's just a screen laying down right now. I got the Legends Mini, it's nice, and I have one that I built, which is a 1/6 scale.
The guy on VP forums builds tabs. They're a little expensive, but he does a great job on it.
He builds the shells, and
if you go to VP,
the whole shooting match.
He builds everything. He'll get. I mean, it's a little pricey, but for what you're getting from him, it's all quality. And he also loads it, I think, with games.
And that's the hardest part with
it's all set up
for
I
find. I mean, you can get it going, but man, tweaking that, it's just a pain. It's such a pain.
Well, you got to set the display, and the display sometimes doesn't stick, and then you got to stick it. It gets to be a mess. So, but they do have front ends that do help you with that. I think Pinball X is the main one.
Yeah, that's a good one. I've used that a little bit myself, but it's a nice front end.
Yeah.
A nice rack on the pinball.
Yeah.
Nice rack.
He's still speaking pinball, of course.
Yes, of course.
Yeah, right.
Pinball Dreams on Amiga. That was fun. Pinball Dreams.
Glenn goes on many dates.
The Time Shock pinball is great. Like I remember when that came out on PC. What was it? Pro Pinball Time Shock. And they redid that for Steam. You can buy that on Steam right now for
what about Space Cadet Pinball? That was like the best game ever.
You're kidding, right?
I am kidding.
I'd rather play Minesweeper.
I'm not a fan.
Don't make it come out of my nose, Wolf. Come on.
But yeah,
but we got the topic so big. So do we really
the Pin-Up Popper Gang.
Do we really believe that Kennedy is like really locked out? Do we really believe this is the case?
That's the rumor, but please, baby Jesus.
Did John Farvo have something to do with it? He probably did.
Well,
apparently he gave an all. Apparently, there's a guy that's under Bob Iger that is there trying to sniff people out, and they canceled or put everything on hold until they were done. So all the TV shows like The Acolyte or whatever it's called.
Well, does that
that's
mean
been put on hold?
The new Ray movies are going to be canceled? Is that a possibility now?
Well, apparently, according
probably will be now.
No, but according to these people, the rumor guys, that apparently Kathleen Kennedy blabbed that out just to try to get everybody excited again on Ray. And everybody went, what? Why are you putting out another movie about Ray? So
Not
apparently there's no movie, there's no script, there's no nothing.
So is this all going to be a bad dream, and Luke and Han are going to be together in the shower when somebody wakes up?
Yeah, had me, then you lost me.
You had to take shower.
Yeah, it's like in Dallas, Well, what's his face is in the shower.
The thing is, what gets me more though is that Ray's been everything that Luke did. I understand the expanded universe is no longer canon, but still, everything that he was, they just take it from him, giving it to her, and she never earned it. I don't care what anyone says. She never earned any of that for her to recreate the Jedi Order, steal the Skywalker name. It's just one thing after another after another. It's
well, the thing is that with Luke, there was a bunch of books written after that reinforced that lore and made it more solidified, right? And
Just
Then
the
they
ending
just
of
said,
the new
"Oh, we're
trilogy.
canceling. We're canceling
It's
everything."
just the ending of the new trilogy is like I identify as a Skywalker, not Palpatine.
Exactly.
That's basically that's what it was.
Can't watch it.
You know,
Another quick
But
super,
you're
super
not.
chat from Hobby Hands. I built my 39-inch 3-screen pin and V pin. Is great.
Wow.
yeah, it's easy to you can do it yourself. There's schematics out there to do it.
A lot of work.
Right. It's a lot of work if you're going to do it yourself. So
It is. I think
You're not going to be done in a month.
The hardware is not the hard part. It's getting the software, the ROMs, the front end, all that
That's the
stuff
hard part.
working. That's a pain.
Yep.
And it's.
I've talked to someone mentioned Pinup Popper, which because you can install. They have a suite like you can install. It installs all the stuff. I talked to those guys. They're pretty cool.
Pinball Popper.
But yeah, it'll do it all for you. Yeah, Pinup. Yeah, pinball. I think that's the name of it. Hang on.
Let's see.
Yeah, that's so.
Start. Yeah, here it is. Okay.
Yeah, so it installs everything for you.
Nailbuster software. Let's see here.
It installs everything for you.
We can bring this up. You guys keep
Cool.
talking. I'll see if I can bring this up here.
So yeah, I thought about making a virtual pinball, and I was just I don't know.
It's worth it because you're getting all the games in one machine. So
Yeah.
not only that, like I've played T2 versus T2 on the virtual, and I have both. I have the real one and the obviously the physics are close. It's really close.
That's cool.
So, but you don't get that feeling, of a ball rolling around in a machine, and
You gotta have the feeling of balls.
like you would in a real one.
You gotta have the ball feeling.
Well, yeah.
So this is it
Yeah.
right here. So if you do a search on Pinball Popper, it'll take you over to here, and
It'll install I mean, obviously you got to get the games from the forums and such, but it'll set up like all the software and everything.
that's
for you.
that's the hardest part. I mean, getting the you have to get obviously the ROMs for the back LEDs stuff like that in the games. But I tell you something, if you were interested in VPin, this looks like a nice thing to do, and I'll give this a try myself. So pretty cool.
I have a friend that built his. I only know one person that built one. I know you built one now, Chris, but
Yeah.
But
setting up the hardware isn't hard. Like Glenn has said, it is the hardest part is that, and they get you pretty much like 90% of the way there, other than the ROMs. Other than the games themselves and the ROMs, they're pretty much setting everything up for you with
that's
software.
cool. That's cool. Nothing wrong with that. I'm just trying to see.
Glenn, everybody's asking if you have an extra set of balls somewhere.
I got balls all over the place. Where'd they go?
Yeah, okay.
I got them everywhere. Remember, I got track balls. They're everywhere. So yeah.
I want to know, Glenn. This is not ball related, but your gun. It sounds worse. the boomstick. Are you going to call it the GRS boomstick?
No, it'll be called the GRS Sinden shotgun. That's already in place.
Nice.
That's already in place.
I ordered that Tron edition for my stick today.
Nice.
So I got that coming now. Yeah.
Very nice.
I still want it to be called the GRS boomstick. But that's just my Evil Dead, fantasy there. So
Sam Raimi will be suing his ass.
Probably.
I'm sorry.
Glenn's deck comes with balls, so that's not a problem. Mystery Encoder, it's already there. And you can get blue balls if you want. You can put that on there as well. Yep, you can get some blue balls.
You can get LED balls.
You can.
Nice.
Boom. So actually, you can see in the back corner there too, next to the arcade. We made a new, larger case so you can put New Wave toys in there, and you guys can see it. So we made originally an enclosure here, come on the side, for
pardon me,
the GRS Build-A-Cade, this case right here. But we're gonna make a bigger one so you can actually fit in New Wave Toys products. So this is gonna be really inexpensive, but you'll have a nice way to keep the dust off of your New Wave toys here. So this will be coming out relatively soon.
You can put little baggy condoms like Glenn puts on all this stuff there.
Well, and here they are. As a matter of fact, look, the bags
there you go.
Still fit. They still fit. So you can keep the dust off the enclosure, keeping the dust off.
He reminds me of the 80s latex, whatever the condom commercial. Wrap it up.
Wrap it up, boys. Be safe.
GRS body condoms.
That's it. That's it.
It's just like the old woman, an old lady would put plastic on the furniture and stuff like that. Like, wrap it up.
Well, you don't want a mistake to happen, and you're stuck with an extra little machine around the house. What are you gonna do? You got to feed it electricity. It takes up room. Got to be careful.
So there was somebody earlier, Glenn, that was asking if there's any news on the hack of the IR arcade stuff. Not the hack, but the unlocking, we'll call it.
Well, I will say that I'm hoping to have by Monday my my approval prototype. If I approve this, it'll be the control deck that'll go into production, and so I'll have a video probably coming sometime next week. I'm expecting it Monday to arrive here, and it's got all the latest enhancements on it. I can show you everything that's been done to it, and as long as everything works the way it's expected, we'll be able to start ramping up production and get those ones out. So hopefully next week we'll have an update on that. And looks like we have another super chat from JLS Game. You want to read this one, Steven?
Slips you a 5 spot to reopen the control deck pre-orders.
JLS, don't worry. I think the total number was like 670 decks that were pre-ordered. I'm going to do 10% additional. So once we ship out all the pre-orders, once all the pre-orders get shipped out, we'll go live with the additional like 60 or 70 decks that we have. So I'll let you know. I'm going to go. I'll pull oh God, what's his name?
So you have the decks to go with your balls.
Yeah, exactly.
Nice.
I'll do it. Your average gamer. I'll give you a quick behind the scenes thing for anyone else. I'll do a your average gamer thing and let you know when that's coming out. But and then everyone can play with Glenn's balls, so it's perfect. Hopefully someone will finally. My goodness.
TMI.
But outside of that, I know Mystery Encoder. I know he's still working on his solution there. I know that they received their new updated Mystery Encoder or Team Encoder board. It's a little easier to put together for them. The switches are on the side, underneath, so they're ramping up that production. And again, I highly recommend if you have a legacy iArcade, spend the $30 and definitely get the Mystery Encoder board. First of all, you're supporting a guy trying to help out the community, which is good. It's very inexpensive, and the ability to back up and potentially load more stuff on the machine, I think, could be a big thing. Wolf, do you even have an iArcade anymore, or have one, or no? Never had one?
Never had one. No. Mm-mm. I have a house full of real ones, so I don't have like literally the room for it. I have that one cab I told you about. That's the Pac-Man remake. The pack. They basically like it rolled off the Midway line, so I got that for Christmas. But yeah, my house downstairs is a full arcade. I can't get set up. So.
Hey, I've got a sort of a unrelated question for our fans or the community. What should I do with these?
Oh, the invisible thing you're holding in your hand?
Hold on.
Superman the movie.
HD DVDs?
Yeah.
Someone will buy them.
That's
so
an
am
HD?
I supposed to go...
Oh, that's because you were with the Xbox, the HD DVD drive.
What am I supposed to do? Go skeet shooting with these things, or
no? That's a collector
what?
item. What's wrong with you? It's a collector's item.
Collector's.
It's like Laserdisc, man.
The failed technology. I have like.
I have Raiders of the Lost Ark on Laserdisc.
Would you believe I have Dragon's Lair on HD DVD?
On Laserdisc?
Well, it's.
Do you really?
It's Dragon's Lair HD. Hold on.
Does it play?
Hold on. It plays if you've got.
Look at that.
Nice.
Why would you get rid of that, dude?
No shit.
Don't you still have your drive?
No, maybe this one I'll keep, but all the other ones I've got the movies either streamed or Blu-ray backups or whatever. You know, it's like, I don't know. I took them out of the storage and I'm like, what am I supposed to skeet shoot with that? Or
hell no, man. You can probably make a buck off that.
Go on eBay, and I've looked on eBay, and it's like they're a lot of 30 bid $5. I'm like, oh man, you know, it's hardly not worth it. Put in the box.
That type of thing is, again, gaming history. That HD drive that came out for the Xbox, I think you should keep it. I think.
Well, they had players.
Preserved. I still have mine too.
HD DVD player or the one for the Xbox?
The player.
Well, they actually made
Xbox
Pioneer. I think made real set-top boxes. You know, there's a few of them out there, but it's like, see, Don Juan has over 100 of these things.
Yeah, look at that. Boom! I didn't know they had that many
So-
out. I didn't know they made that
Yeah,
many.
me neither.
No, it's
Me neither.
John, not
Oh,
Juan.
sorry. About Juan. Don Juan. Don John. Well, I thought they were Mexican. I don't know. Spanish. Jose. But like I said, it's like, what am I supposed to do with these things? Like, like I don't even have a beta tape player. If I had one, I'd be like, where am I supposed to, Betamax? Like,
Only
this is the Betamax of Blu-rays.
it
basically.
is. I mean,
Yeah,
it is.
it
but,
is.
But still, it was a challenge. It was something that came out. It's gaming history because I know you have yours from your Xbox. That's where you got yours.
Obviously, it's another aspect. That's what porn picked was was Blu-ray. So
Yeah,
everybody goes with porn.
That's it.
So
That's it.
Blu-ray went with porn. Sony
Well, that's
had a
what-
little deal working out in the back alleyways there. Do the whole collection of Debbie Does
yeah, we know
Dallas.
Betamax is better, but VHS we can mass produce a lot more, and that's what we make porn with. So
That's exactly it. That's exactly it. The tapes all stuck together. What are you gonna do?
so it's like, I don't know. I've been cleaning up a lot of my music, and let me tell you, there's not a lot of Canadian music that's available out there. Just sort of like, it's all American stuff. Don't get me wrong, I love the American music and everything,
Well,
but it's like you can't find this stuff. It's sad.
well, the Guess Who's playing here tomorrow night, so like festival near my
American
house. So
woman.
they're Canadian. They're
Yep.
Canadian.
Randy Bachman. Right?
Is he
I
still with
think
him?
so. Well, his son Tal Bachman had a solo album there for a while. I think he only put one
Yeah.
out. I don't think he had many of them, but pretty cool. But anyways, oh yeah, Rush is awesome.
There we go. Steven loves Rush.
It's not my favorite Canadian band, but they're up there.
The pinball's not bad either. Just so
They
you
have
know.
a pinball from Rush.
Oh,
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Stern made
I know
it.
Kiss has got one.
Yep, Stern made Rush too.
And what was the other ones for bands? Maybe we'll talk about that next week. Bands with pinball machines. We'll get you back on, Chris, and we'll talk
There's a
about.
ton of them.
It'd be kind of cool to see some of them.
The sad
Village
part is,
People,
just think about
Canadian.
How many of these pinball
Yeah, you guys
machines-
can keep Village People.
How many pinball machines and arcade machines just ended up in the dump?
Oh
When
god.
they stopped making money, they just ripped them apart, throw them away.
lot.
Just think about how many that happened.
There's a picture of a Robotron next to a Tron and I think a Donkey Kong, like all hollowed out, like outside someone's business.
All the
like
world.
it's just rotted.
Yeah.
There's plants growing out of it, and
That's sad.
it just makes you want to
That's
cry.
sad. It
Yeah.
really is sad.
That breaks our
Yeah.
hearts. Breaks my heart.
So I'm agreeing with Kevin Wong here. AC/DC, Aerosmith, good stuff. Whenever I'm down here working, I just crank AC/DC and just oi, oi, oi.
That pinball game's amazing, by the way. I
Which
used
one,
to own it.
AC/DC or Aerosmith?
AC/DC. Aerosmith I never played and never
Yeah,
got a chance to
I
play
played
that
a
one.
lot the AC/DC one on actually my V-pin back here. It's a good one.
Yeah, it's awesome.
There, Paul's suggesting we do a next episode. Great Canadian bands.
So
Plus,
we
Steve
gotta
Ritchie
fill it- we
plays
gotta fill an
Satan's
hour
voice in
here.
that game.
we got to fill an hour.
Oh, we can. We could totally can. We could totally do that. There's bands that people don't realize were Canadian. You know what I mean? Like Loverboy. They're like, well, that's Canadian, really? Yep.
They're still touring too.
These old guys in walkers on stage. It's awesome.
Yeah.
Some of these guys, you're like, how the hell is he standing up there? Like
The guy from Loverboy is like 80 years old and he's still wearing that bandana on stage.
oh yeah,
So,
yeah. I've seen
that's
some
his
of these
gig.
old farts up there. You're like, wow. You're just sort of blown away, right? Like, how come these people are,
Yeah.
It
They don't care.
who was it I saw and I was like, this old guy just rocking it, and I'm sitting there going, he's gonna drop dead any minute, and I can't remember who it was.
Probably was
Oh, maybe
Glenn.
Glenn.
I'll do anything for a buck. It's true. People know me.
Loverboy is opening for Foreigner. Really? Are they on tour right now? I don't know.
Yeah, I think they are.
Really?
I remember hearing they are.
My
Yep.
son, I brought him down last week to
Yeah,
go.
Adam's got it.
Last week, my son saw Post Malone at the Budweiser stage in Toronto.
He is actually one thing I will tell everybody to watch Post Malone's cover of Nirvana songs on YouTube somewhere.
They're really
He
good.
does a he does an amazing job. I was like, holy smokes,
That
he like
dude-
nailed everything.
No, that dude looks so polite in real life and everything. Like he just looks like a down to earth guy. I really like his duet with Ozzy. Oh,
Yeah.
such a good song.
He's very talented. He's
Oh,
actually
that dude's
very.
talented. Yeah.
I don't care for his singing
His
style,
what?
but he is talented. His singing style's kind of. He's got that like his voice vibrates.
Well, you know what? His
type of thing.
new
Like Stevie Nicks, like a
apparently,
goat.
yeah.
Yeah.
So apparently, my son was telling me that the last album or just before, he's been taking singing lessons.
Wow.
And his voice changed quite a bit. And he just released an album today, called Austin. That's his real name, Austin.
Yeah, I watched that cover of the Nirvana songs he did. I was blown away, like how good it was.
Oh yeah, he's talented, that guy, man. Like I mean, I didn't know much of it. Like my son's really exposed me to that guy, and I'm like, he's pretty good.
Yeah.
Like it's just like he does the song for the Spider-Man movie, Into the Spider-Verse, Wallflower.
Yeah.
Or
He's originally
Sunflower,
from the
not
Syracuse area,
Wallflower,
too,
Sunflower.
by the way.
So good, that song, Syracuse area, really?
Yeah, he's from the
He's
Syracuse
moved to
area, yep.
Utah,
That's where he was
apparently.
born here. He
Oh,
was
really?
born here.
He's moved to LA, and now
Yep.
he's moved up into Utah somewhere because he hates LA and all that stuff, apparently.
Can't fault him on that one.
Yeah.
Nope.
No.
Nope.
Nope. Nobody likes LA. I go there and I get the hell out. I went to E3 and I'd be exhausted and get the hell out of there.
Did you show everybody the Kathleen Kennedy figure picture?
No, you have it. I don't have it. Do you have it?
I'll have to find it. Hang on.
The figure picture? Really?
Yeah.
Somebody made an action figure?
It's
Yeah,
got to be in your
and
collection,
she's-
Stephen. You got to get.
She's like a Sith Lord.
Oh,
She's like a Sith Lord.
that's got to be a good one.
Let's see if I can find it. Hang on.
It's too bad I can't
Let's see if
post
I can-
pictures into our chat because I did some card backs for a guy.
There you go, Glenn. It's in the chat.
I'm sorry, but that's funny. I love it.
Yeah, Cool Toy posted it.
I'm here to spread the
Let
message.
me get this. Let me get this so you guys can see it.
I'm
Everybody's
surprised,
gonna want this one.
I'm surprised it didn't have a T-shirt that says "The Force is female" or some stupid crap like that. There it is.
There it is.
Oh, get ready for a laugh, guys! It's awesome.
It should say the force is female. That'd have been perfect. No,
It's awesome.
she is just horrible. She's a horrible person. I'm sorry.
Oh, dude,
That's
I
freaking great.
and they got Disney all rainbowed there on purpose.
That's hysterical. I totally forgot. I almost pissed myself laughing when I saw that, and I had to send it to Glenn because of the hatred.
No
Oh, dude,
hatred.
that's
no
gotta
hatred.
totally-
It's just what it is. No,
I'm sending that to my buddy. Totally sending that to my buddy.
leave her over there. You wanker.
My friend's gonna lose his poo poo, his crap.
Legacy Destroyers.
You have to wait. You got to get the coupon. You got to wait till next year to get your Kathleen Kennedy.
Yeah, it's like sending in for a refrigerator Perry with G.I. Joe. You got to cut the back out, send it in.
That's
You know how
awesome.
stupid I was when I had my Sega Master System.
Just
when-
how stupid were you, Glenn?
I was pretty stupid. So on the Master System cartridges were like VHS cartridges. Right? It was a plastic cartridge.
Yeah, I remember.
But you had to cut out the UPC to send in like 10 of them. You got like a free game. So I didn't realize you could take.
You
the
did that
paper
with
out.
figures too.
Yeah, but I didn't really take the paper. I was cutting the vinyl to get to the stupid barcode. Yeah, that's how stupid I was. I actually cut the cases plastic.
Oops.
Dumb.
Damn, dude.
Dumb.
You know, if you collect 5 Kathleen Kennedys, you get somebody else that's even more evil, or
That'd be the Disney Iger, I guess.
not Iger, the other guy, Bob Chapek.
Harvey Weinstein.
Bob Chapek, he was the guy before. So you collect all 5 and you get him.
You get a Harvey Weinstein. if you
Harvey
cut out 5 of
Weinstein.
them, yeah.
Collect all 5 and get a Harvey Weinstein.
Why are you doing that when I'm
Sorry.
drinking,
Couldn't
man?
Sorry.
Short out the stream. Spray it all over the. I think we're out of time,
Margarita up your
guys.
nose is not so good, bro.
I think we're out of time.
We are. It's Super Game Room Dudes is kicking off. Wolfanoz, as
Thank
always,
you
I
again.
really appreciate you coming on the show. It's always a fun time.
Anytime.
And that's
man.
what's good about this
Anytime.
show. It's just a bunch of guys just talking. People in the chat room just talking.
I want to take time out to tell everybody too. I appreciate the nice comments. I mean, I don't have time like I used to do stuff like that, but you know that now that you still appreciate it means a lot too. So as long as you keep playing retro,
Yeah.
no matter who it is, that's what's most important. Keeping
We
it
still
alive.
have some of the best builds
So-
out there, even today. So people appreciate that. You went through.
Yeah,
you
it's been a
filtered
while.
those.
A lot of
You-
them.
you-
It's been
the
a
ones
long
you
while.
did. You filtered. You did a lot
Yeah.
of work into those.
I waited months to if not like a year or two before releasing some of those because I just wanted to make sure they mostly played everything right, So controls especially. So that's where the biggie part of it is the controls because without that it's shit. Like you can't. I mean, playing for example, playing Robotron with 2 sticks is imperative. Playing it with
You
some
ain't
stuff
pieces
like that.
required to this guy. I know
Yeah,
that.
I know.
I wish other companies would realize that. That's the problem.
Yeah. Exactly.
So listen,
Yeah, we can name names.
we can.
But we won't.
Pretty, but you can, stuff like that. But
You speak Chinese? Cool.
but we, as always, we appreciate you guys tuning in. I have some other guests lined up in the future, including Numbskull Arcades. So we'll have Numbskull Arcades showcasing their new Space Invaders and Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles live.
I heard there's a rumor
the
they're
show.
working on elevator action too.
Perhaps. Guess we'll find out soon enough. I believe we'll have them on next week. I just got to finalize everything. But if so, you guys will see the new Numbskull line first here on Kickin' It
Sweet.
Old Skool.
Are they going to demonetize this video because we put up that figure there now, or is that like they did with your last Star Wars thing?
I don't know. I think Disney should now become one of my Patreons. I'm not even a Patreon
Maybe,
person,
yeah.
but I think they should.
Lucas is calling Glenn right now to bring him in.
Yeah.
Glenn, you want
We
to be
really like what you're saying about KK.
Glenn, do you want to be the new Kathleen?
I'll do a freaking awesome job. Awesome job. 'Cause I knew
You'd wear her wig and everything?
Yeah, I'll do. Listen, I'll you know me. I'll do anything for fame and fortune. It's not a problem. If you put me out there,
Yeah,
I'm gonna do it. But in all seriousness, we do appreciate you guys coming in every week. Super Game Room Dudes is started right now. I want to appreciate Steven as always, and of course Wolfanoz for coming on today at his busy schedule. He was fighting off bears just the other day in the wilderness.
Yeah, I looked like one.
Oh,
too,
I thought you
so-
meant the other type of bears, but okay, never mind. Go.
Before I came on tonight, I looked like Grizzly Adams. So
Cool.
All right, so listen, we thank you all for watching. Wolf, do you have anything you want to tell them before we head out?
no, just enjoy yourselves, be safe, and game on. That's it.
Steven.
Yeah, it was fun being here as
It's
always.
always a pleasure having you here, man. You make me. I can only smell margarita mix at this point because that's all that's coming out of my nose.
I'm about to
From
have
you.
one myself.
Steven, anything you want to say?
Give all your loved ones a big fat lick on the side of the cheek, not on the lips. That's kind of weird.
Ooh.
And telling you love them to death, and you're happy that they're in your life, and enjoy every day like it's your last one. So game on. That's it. Like Chris was saying, game on.
That's it, guys.
Enjoy
Listen,
yourselves.
we appreciate all you guys. I love every one of you guys every week. And tell your family and friends you love them. Tomorrow is never promised, as we all know. So make sure you let them know you love them. And
I love you, Glenn. Just so you know.
Game on. Sit, Blue, sit. Good dog.